The Pakistan political crisis is getting messier. In the latest, the government sources tell us voting on the no confidence motion is likely to be held on the 4th of April. And in the middle of this, the situation for the Imran Khan administration, the Prime Minister is trying to woo back his allies to ensure their support for the no trust vote. Now, according to sources, Prime Minister Imran Khan met a delegation of the Muttahida Qawmi Movement Pakistan, which is a key ally of the ruling PTI, on Saturday. Now, this comes after a PTI delegation of ministers called on the MQMP ministers on Friday. Now, the MQM has been facing flack after its leaders held several meetings with the opposition, particularly the PPP. MQM has a tough decision on its hands, and its leadership is facing a major dilemma. Sources say the party is considering abstaining on the no confidence motion against Imran Khan rather than backing the opposition or the government. However, ahead of the National Assembly session on the no confidence motion, Bilawal Bhutto's Pakistan's People's Party had announced that the ruling coalition member will vote in favour to oust Prime Minister Imran Khan. Now, the coming days will be laden with drama for the Pakistan National Assembly. For a clearer picture, let's break down the numbers of the lower house. There are a total of 342 seats, 177 out of which are with the PTI-led ruling alliance. Out of the 177, 156 belong to the PTI, 7 with the MQMP, 5 with the BAP, the PMLQ, as well as 5 seats. Now, the maths is simple. The allies who are in talks with the opposition hold 17 seats. The opposition alliance holds 162 seats in the National Assembly, and the halfway mark is 172. And now our Pakistan Bureau Chief, Anas Malik, is joining us live on this broadcast for more updates on this story. Good evening to you, Anas. A massive show of support for Prime Minister Imran Khan by the people in this mega rally ahead of this no confidence motion. What is the feeling on the ground?
Well, indeed, it was a mega rally, a big crowd puller by all means by the Pakistani government or the ruling Pakistan Tehreek-e-Insaf. But what is to be noted is the fact that there were some revelations rather that were made by the Pakistani Prime Minister, and that is something that will be debated upon in days to come, Alison, for one very reason, because the allegations that he's made, including waving a letter, that's just too big. Now, independent estimates say that the number varied between 40,000 to 80,000 participants. PTI, of course, claims that there were more than 1.5 million people who were there. But by all means, this was one of the biggest power shows that Islamabad has seen in its history, in the history of the city, and certainly one of the biggest in recent times as well. Now, what is to be noted is that the opposition tomorrow is to hold a joint protest, and they have a bigger responsibility at hand to come up and show up with bigger numbers in order to douse the claim that Imran Khan has made of having popular and massive support. Alison?
Right, Anas. Now, the incumbent Prime Minister has said that he will not grant an NRO, the National Reconciliation Ordinance, to anyone, and so has effectively played his trump card. Do you think this will be an effective strategy and that he has done enough to keep his seat?
Well, talking about the NRO not being granted has been done in the past as well by the Pakistani Prime Minister. But what is seen as a trump card was the waving of that letter, which he believed was from some foreign intervention. That's what he said, that it was a threat that was made as well, by and large, and that is something that has to be kept in mind. That has to be noted. Has to be kept in mind that that was perhaps the actual trump card that was shown by the Pakistani Prime Minister. By and large, the feel of NRO not being granted, that would remain, but the focus of this entire rally was two things. One, going out in the public, showing that moral high ground, that he still enjoys masses support. And secondly, telling it to those who are involved that, look, you are taking foreign money, we know about it, that's an allegation. You are being supported, we know about it. And the fact that that's what he claims, coercively the government is being threatened, that's what he quote unquote wanted to expose. Alison?
Absolutely, Anas. Thank you very much for bringing us all the latest details coming to us from Islamabad.
WION, now available in your country. Download the app now. Get all the news on the move.